As the End Bad Governance protest entered its fifth day in Nigeria, in the Federal Capital Territory (FCT), tear gas and gunshots were used to disperse protesters and journalists, with several arrests made by security operatives. Protesters had gathered earlier in the day at the Moshood Abiola Stadium to begin the protests, but security personnel dispersed them using tear gas. According to reports, protesters arrived in three coastal buses at the Moshood Abiola Stadium, but were not allowed to protest as police were seen throwing tear gas at them, which dispersed them. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, in his speech on Sunday morning, had called for dialogue and an immediate end to the nationwide protests that have rocked the nation since Thursday. According to the president, his administration is ready to listen and address the concerns of the protesters, stating that he has heard their calls loud and clear. Many Nigerians seem not to buy into the president's nationwide speech. According to them, Tinubu did not address their demands in his Sunday morning national broadcast.
It has not. In fact, it has even brought more chaos. Let's be very realistic. Let's not deceive ourselves. If you go through the speech, that speech actually leaked a day before. The statement was very rude, heartless. Let me put it that way, because when you have a collective millions of people agitating for something, and then you feel because of maybe 100 people, maybe 100 or 200 people, that you people work together is enough for you to listen to dandy society. That is very bad. We are the citizen. We are the one buying fuel. We are the one going through pains. So if we all come out and say this thing is choking us, we are not cool with it. Business are dying every day. A lot of things are happening. He called for dialogue, but he was not specific about it.
We must do that. We made it clear to the government that you can't stop us from doing it. Not even the president himself, because himself he protested. You understand me? So, and that's what we have been doing since the 1st of August. But the unfortunate thing is that it is the government itself that is now unleashing terror on us. The government have partially succeeded in suppressing the protests in Abuja. Because the first day, we inhaled tear gas as if we are inhaling oxygen. Second day, the same thing. Third day, the same thing. On Saturday, it was hell.
Speaking with True Vision Online TV, former country director Action Aid, NLB, who said she was about to join the protest, called on other adults to join the youth in the protest.
I'm here to join the protest. This is another day of the protest, and we're here because I'm a Nigerian woman, a Nigerian who cannot buy gari anymore, who cannot buy, yam in the market, who everything has gone off the hook. And the president addressed the nation yesterday. He seems not to have a clue of what is going on.
In her reaction to the presidential speech on Sunday, she said President Tinubu did not address the needs of the people and that the major issue was the removal of subsidy.
It's really shocking because I thought the president had a privilege to be able to make some decisions, before announcing before coming to the nation yesterday. In 2012, the very president, President Tinubu, now, was the one who was one of those who led the protests against Goodluck Jonathan. And it was about the issue of fuel subsidy. And immediately, President Jonathan was able to rescind, on the fuel prices. So what has he done? What is he telling Nigerians? It's like, I've heard you can be there, anarchy is on. What about the states where everybody has been peaceful? And so when you say you want to push people, you are choking people, and you say they cannot cry. There should have been typical decisions that were made to bring down either the cost of governance, either in terms of what you are going to do, stepping up the 10 demands of how many demands? Nigerians have their demands. Almost everybody has a demand. And so you realize that Unemployment is on the increase. He talked about industrialization in 2012. What has he done about the industries since he came on board? Yes, it's 1 year. We are not saying you can do everything at the same time.
It's very unfortunate, all the critical demands of the citizens. He didn't address anything. He was just doing political campaigns. And all the things he has said he would do, he didn't do it, and he's still repeating them. Rhetorics. He has not done anything. There is no genuine concern for the... Even you that do not have, many people are calling you every day, we've not eaten. And you are saying that you are giving minimum wage of 70,000 as an achievement. And that minimum wage cannot buy a bag of rice. A moody of beans is 2,600 in the markets. And also, Gary, when poor people used to buy Gary and drink, nobody is drinking Gary again, because if you even drink it, you will know that it's an expensive journey. So he has not addressed the needs of the people.
President Tinubu has stated categorically in his speech that the removal of subsidy was a hard decision, but the government cannot go back on it. Taking a look around the Federal Secretariat and major markets, activities seem to have returned to normalcy compared to the first, second, and third day of the protest. The road is much more busier. Many shops and businesses have reopened, and banks have also started operation.
It's the 5th day of the protest, and unlike the first and the second day, the Secretariat is quite busy compared to day 1 and day 2 of the protests. Businesses are beginning to return to normalcy, and more people are seen outside. We are here at the Federal Secretariat FCT, where on the first and the second day of the protest, there were less people on the streets and less cars. But compared to today, marketers are beginning to auction their wares. People are seen around the Secretariat.
Today people are out, if you could see for yourself. At least not much. Some people are still inside, but at least it's better than the first day. The first day, I believe you guys came here now, so nothing was really going on. Much of government, because I'm not seeing them much here.
The speech by the president has raised lots of dust across the nation and also in the media.
He hasn't said anything in his speech. He just angered the protesters the more. Remove the corruption in subsidy and restore subsidy. That's what we are saying, the number one message. All these various groups that are promoting the protest and bad governance protests have several demands. But one demand is common. The general demand that is acceptable to everybody is the issue of returning subsidy. Remove the corruption in subsidy and return it. Every other thing follows.
The speech received criticism from prominent citizens and opposition parties. Former Vice President Atiku Abubakar, Nobel laureate Professor Wole Soyinka, and other persons. According to PDP spokesman Debo Ologunagba, in a press release, the speech by the president over the ongoing end bad governance in the country confirms the insensitivity of the All Progressive Congress (APC) towards Nigerians and the uncertain situation in the country. He also noted how distressing it is that the speech failed to offer any concrete measure to address the excruciating hardship in the country. Nobel laureate Professor Wole Soyinka also faulted the address, saying it failed to address the brutal crackdown of the protesters by the security agencies. He added that live bullet as a state response to civic protest is really questionable, stating that even tear gas remains questionable in most circumstances, certainly an abuse in situation of clearly peaceful protest. Former Vice President Atiku Abubakar, on his side, said that the address by the president lacks credibility and fails to offer any immediate tangible solutions to Nigerians. He also stated that he ignored the demands of the protesters, such as suspending the purchase of aircraft for the president, downsizing his bloated cabinet, or even eliminating the costly office of the First Lady. It is still uncertain if the protest would continue till the proposed 10 days in the FCT with the look of things.
Today is day 5. Now, the police and the Mopo and the likes, they've successfully split the protester as a result of threats. issue out threats here and there. We were here just now and then there was a gunshot. Those things are just threats, part of threat, because even when you are coming here to come and protest and you are hearing the gunshot, not like tear gas, you have to like, I just have to give myself brain.
A lot of things has trailed the End Bad Governance nationwide protests. It is day 5 of the protest and a day after the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu addressed the nation regarding the protest. Protesters, mostly young people, have been protesting across many states, including Lagos and the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, demanding an end to bad governance and economic hardship. The demonstration has also been marred by alleged looting by hoodlums in Kano, Kaduna, and other northern states, with police pursuing the perpetrators to recover some items.
Anebo Ebere reporting for True Vision Online Television, the platform that democratizes the media space.